Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. Kirsten Oswald has been fired as the SNP's business manager and has been replaced by Angela Constance. Not much of an improvement, many would say. Oswald, of course, really should have been arrested and questioned with all the others over the alleged 600,000 missing monies, yet strangely wasn't. She undoubtedly had influence over the books and would have been monitoring them as well. How indeed she did not get arrested and questioned, I think, will remain forever a mystery. Funny, isn't it? But now she can slink off into inconsequence and incongruity and never raise her face again. She can join Blackford in spending a lot of time in the queue at Greggs. We'll have a look, see what's going on and see why this woman, who amazingly seems to have got away with it, has got away with it. I'll see why now, finally, she's been fired. Here goes. Now, of course, I have to be careful what I say. I can't, for example, say that I believe I can say I believe that she's dishonest, but I can't say that she is dishonest. That would be quite wrong. So I'm not going to say that she's dishonest, but I am going to say that I believe she's dishonest. I believe that there are questions that she needs to answer. I believe that she knows a lot more about this than she's ever going to tell this side of a court appearance. And possibly even that side of a court appearance, she may not even want to tell the truth there. She's very, very secretive about the finances of the party. She refuses to let anyone know anything. And that, of course, includes the man that was actually attempting to look at the books. And he got sort of kicked off as well. Anyway, scandal hit Kirsten Oswald, replaced as SNP Business Convener by Angela Constance. The East Renfrewshire MP had served as the Nationalist Party's business convener for 5 years and was accused of refusing to open up the books alongside Peter Murrell when the police started probing the SNP under Operation Branchform, which is very significant that she wasn't then arrested. Murrell was, obviously, so why not Oswald? And we've said all the way along, Kirsten Oswald has her muddy little paw prints all over it. Whatever's happening, she undoubtedly knows more than she's telling. And the SNP have replaced the most scandal-hit members, as Kirsten Oswald is now no longer the party's business convener. The MP has previously been blamed for refusing to open up the party's finances to members. Last thing you want is people knowing what's going on. Don't want them to see any potentially dodginess going through the books. But now the East Renfrewshire politician has stepped down from her role after holding the position for 5 years. She will be replaced by the Scottish Government Justice Secretary, Angela Constance, with this move confirmed at a meeting with the party's National Executive Committee. They needed to get rid of her. She was becoming an embarrassment, and she's been an embarrassment for quite some time. And questions were constantly being asked. One of them was, why has she not been arrested? Anyway, the prominent position within the SNP, that's what it is, as it means that Miss Constance will now chair the party's NEC, the National Council and National Conference, as well as those overseeing the operational matters of the party, including membership, campaign coordination and internal affairs. It's a very powerful, prestigious position that was held by a woman who was overly promoted into it and was incredibly tainted by the whole scandal, but somehow managed to get out of it, unscathed, amazingly. Operation Branchform is still ongoing, with cops investigating allegations of misuse of funds and embezzlement, and whether 660,000 of ring-fenced India F2 funds have been spent elsewhere. This has led to the arrest of Mr. Murrell, his wife Nicola Sturgeon, and also former Treasurer Colin Beattie. We've done a million videos on that. And a million times in each of those videos, I would say, why has Kirsten Oswald not been arrested? She knows more than she's telling, and yet they never did. We previously told how a report from Deputy SNP leader Keith Brown, which included demanding a monthly written summary of income and expenditure, was shelved by the likes of Miss Oswald and Mr. Murrell, and it came during the time period when the former First Minister insisted there were no financial issues, when she was lying about it, of course. Absolutely telling major porkies. She had to. The party's recent books found that they are 800,000 in the red due to plummeting membership numbers and a lack of big donations. People are leaving the party because they're waking up and seeing how awful it is. They're seeing what the party are doing to children. They're seeing what the party are doing to Scotland. And of course, all the big donors are sort of very reticent now to put their hand in the pocket for the party for two reasons, really. One, it's seen also now as a bit of a busted flush, that they're not going to win the next election, whatever happens. And so why would people pay money for influence to a party that won't have any? And secondly, of course, they don't want the taint of criminality, because there may yet be criminal proceedings, and they don't want to sort of align themselves with a party that may find itself in court over very many different things. Anyway, other scandals Miss Oswald was involved in, allegedly, including blocking Airdrie councillor Paul Damasio from standing in the by-election, which saw Anam Kazir elected to replace Neil Gray. She was also photographed in front of a Decapitate Turf sign at a trans rally in Glasgow. Hamza Yousaf welcomed the appointment of Miss Constance to the business convener role. He said, "I'm delighted Angela has agreed to take on this important position in our party. Angela is kissing arse. Angela wants to go all the way to the top. And she thinks that by doing this, that and the other and going in there and being jolly good, jolly hockey sticks with all these people will make her leader one day. She would be an awful leader." He said, "I look forward to what," this is Hamza again, he says, "I look forward to working with Angela to uphold and strengthen the management of our party and our democratic structures. What the hell does the SNP know about democracy? It won't even accept the results of a democratic vote." And then it goes on and gives some crap and some politicking, but we're not really believing any of it because he's just full of lies, really. He says, "On behalf of the party, I'd like to put on record my gratitude for Kirsten Oswald for keeping her gob shut firmly and not dobbing anyone in it." It's not what he said, but it's obviously what he means. Diligence and dedication, he said, but it's basically thanking her for keeping her mouth shut, because the last thing they want is Kirsten Oswald turning King's evidence now, isn't it? Turning King's evidence and telling everyone everything, because they knew half of them would end up in prison. Miss Constance said that she aims to support the party and internal processes to build a positive future. It will be a positive future for Scotland once the SNP are obliterated, and I think that is most definitely happening. It's happening in front of our eyes, and it is wondrous to see. Anyway, I shall round off there. She'll come up, we shall finish the video and move on. Kirsten Oswald really is tainted. Tainted in every possible way. Financially, morally, probably legally. She's not someone that you'd want in any area where trust is involved. The only thing that she's done good for the party is keeping the beak shut. And I think she'll continue to do that. But only because she's so firmly entrenched in all the possible misdemeanours that she doesn't want to open herself up to prosecution, perhaps. Got to be very careful how I put these things, don't I? But, lots of perhaps and maybes and allegedlys and rumour has it, etc. But we're there. But we all know deep down exactly what we think is going on. Even my dog agrees. Anyway, we'll stop that. We'll finish there and we'll move on to the next video. But thank you very much for watching this one. Do please hit the subscribe button. We're doing ever so well. And every time you subscribe, it helps us get the truth out. Do please hit the like. That absolutely helps the videos. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, and I will speak to you later. Bye.